Hey Monsters, you guys are locked into All Out with me, Kayla, and wow, we have a very, very special guest. It is the anniversary month, so we are making it big for you guys. We have the one and the only two-time Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter, and producer. Everyone, let's welcome Tori Kelly. Oh my gosh, I'm like getting teary-eyed. This is such a dream come true. I'm personally a huge fan of yours. From your early Unbreakable Smile days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it composed, but we truly are honored to have you.
Thanks.
And welcome back to the Philippines. Is this your second
First time
Oh, it's your
ever.
first time.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
I'm like, yeah, there's no welcome back. It's just like welcome, because I'm freaking out because I've always wanted to come here, and I know I'm just constantly getting comments. Come to the Philippines. Come to the Philippines. So the fact that it's actually happening is pretty surreal.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I mean, from your early days of YouTube, you've had a lot of Filipino friends.
Yeah.
I guess we have mutual friends as well.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, the Filipino kind of culture and food. And do you know any words? Do you have any favorite Filipino food?
Well, food, yes, I do, because not only do I have a lot of Filipino friends back home, but one of my first experiences with Filipino food was trying lumpia for the first time, and I was really young because I was babysat by, shout out to Christian, my childhood friend. Their family is Filipino, so I just grew up eating really good Filipino food, adobo, so good. There's so many,
so good.
the garlic rice, everything about it. Pancit is so bomb.
Yes.
But and I love. I mean, I feel like I'm still trying new things though, and getting recommendations. So yeah, if you have any, let me know. I'm gonna try to get it today.
Okay,
my
awesome.
one day in the Philippines.
Oh my gosh. Okay, next time it has to be longer.
I know
but
it has to be. Yeah, this won't be the first time.
Yes.
Or the last time, I should say. Yeah, it won't be the last time.
I hope so. But okay, so I mean, going to the Purple Skies tour, as you are, promoting your album that you released, Tori, you had the first part and then you had this full album come out.
Yeah.
How did it come to be? And if you could just tell us more about it.
Yeah, so I put out an EP, last year now. It's going by so fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, last year, the reason for that was kind of to show what the new sound, the new era was going to be like. And I did all the songs were pretty much done by that point. I got to work with John Bellion on this project, who I'm a huge fan of. And we just had so much fun in the studio. I basically went into the studio, and I've done so many different styles throughout my career. I'm so grateful to the fans for just rocking with me through all these different journeys, that I've been on. And so with this project, I was like, I just want it to feel really fun. My last album was a little more on the sad side, very personal, more heavy lyrics, because I was going through a lot personally. And so once, COVID happened and went through all of that, felt like I had healed a lot in my personal life. So I was like, I want to dance. I want to write fun songs.
Yeah.
I want to, get back out there after everything's been shut down and just have a good time. So I hope other people can resonate with that feeling too.
Yeah. I mean, on the album, you're so versatile with all the different sounds, all the different influences, from the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, it's just so much fun. But I mean, 2023 to 2024 was also so much happened. I mean, also in terms of your health. I mean, you look like you're healthy. You're good now.
Thanks.
Thank God. So, I mean, when that whole health scare happened, how did that affect the music that you put out after it happened?
Yeah. So, like I said, most of the songs were pretty much done.
Okay.
I thought the album was done, but then when I had this health scare, which came out of nowhere, I was like, "Whoa, this is crazy." It was a really scary time. But then, I had amazing doctors, and thank God was able to. Just get better really quickly. Went on a tour shortly after that, and I felt like the fans were giving me energy, and so everything's good now. Just so you guys know. But yeah, so I thought the album was done, but then having gone through that experience, I was like, you know what? I feel like there's this. I still need a song that will help me in these dark times, in these hard times. To kind of pull me out of that place. And then that became, maybe this can be an inspirational song for other people too who are going through a hard time. Okay. So I would say, that health scare really inspired songs like High Water.
Yeah.
Same Girl I had written after that as well. So those, it felt like the you know, a nice like button to complete the rest of the album.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I mean, with High Water being such an inspirational song and a very emotional song, how do you perform it without like totally just losing it? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. There have been shows, you know, where it just depends. Like some nights it'll just hit me differently, or I'll look out in the crowd and see it affecting someone, or they're, you know, singing the lyrics back to me, and that'll hit me, and I'll be like, okay, we gotta, you know, you gotta get it together. But when those things happen, I just make them sing.
Okay, yeah. Before you can compose yourself.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
gosh.
all the emotions, I just let them all out at my shows. It's great.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I mean, you also mentioned Same Girl, and I think it has a very similar vibe to Unbreakable Smile. Yeah. Very, very similar lyrics.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing you've been in the industry since you were 12, and then Unbreakable Smile was your first album. And I mean, until now, you're still the same Tori, and we're so grateful for that. How have you, you know, remained to be true to yourself, even though the industry is very difficult to be in?
Yeah, you know what? I definitely, I think my fans know this, but, you know, my faith is very important to me. I think that's something that's definitely kept me grounded. I don't know where I would be without God. And I think also my family and the people that God has placed in my life is huge. You know, having my husband, having my parents who have been with me and so supportive throughout my career. And yeah, I think just overall, like, loving what I do. I think it's scary to, you know, get into this industry for sure. There's a lot of things that can be hard, but I think if you really remind yourself constantly, like, the reason why you do what you do, and honestly, the fans too. I'm listing so many things now, but like when I go to these shows, there's all, you know, the industry's crazy, whatever, all these different things, the business side of things, and then you get to the show and you just see the fans, and you're like, oh, okay, this is why I do what I do. Like, it's just that pure love for music, seeing the songs affect other people, and, you know, the power of music is the reason why I do all of this. So that's a very long answer to your question.
No,
but those are all the reasons, I would say.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And I mean, I guess it's safe to say, you know, even though there are challenges and, you know, difficulties that come by, it's safe to say your faith and your fans are really like what you really keep, you know, at the center of your heart, and keep going.
Yeah, and just staying grateful, you know. I think that's at the heart of everything. Like, as long as I can wake up every day and be like, wow, this is my life, I can't believe it. And, you know, I think that's a big part of it as well. Very grateful.
We're grateful for you. Oh my gosh. But at this point in the interview, we're going to do some All Out questions.
Okay.
So we are currently on All Out on the Monster. And so random questions. And I mean, I think it's obvious. I love your curly hair, which is why we are sporting our curls today. So, I mean, in terms of your curls, like, how did you get to the point of just embracing them and then taking good care of them? Any you know, tips and tricks that you have?
Yeah, well, it's funny because today was wash day,
so
it's a little wet still, you know, a little damp. But yeah, I guess to answer the first part of your question, it took me a while to embrace my curls because growing up, I wasn't like born with super curly hair. It got curlier like as I got older. Like 6th grade, all of a sudden I was like, okay, what do I do with my hair now? So, and both my parents have curly hair, so my mom really helped me to like figure out how to style it, and they got the diffuser and everything. So it took, I would say when I was about like 12 or 13, I started to be like, oh, okay, maybe, you know, having this curly hair and it making me feel different could also be a good thing because we're all made, you know, uniquely. So and now I love my curls. It feels weird like to straighten it now at this point. But yeah, and then as far as like keeping it healthy, I think just making sure to not like damage it too much with heat and just lots of conditioner. Lots of leave-in. Also wrote a book called Curly Girl Blues, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
How do I not know about this? Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's a children's book though. It doesn't have like the tips and tricks, you know. Maybe that's what I need to do next. Like write a book that has all my little tricks. But yeah, there's a lot.
Okay. We'll look forward to that one. But actually in Tagalog, curly is kulot.
Oh.
And kulot means two things, like the curls in your hair, but then also it's a style of singing, like runs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't I know this? That's cool. I like that connection.
Exactly.
How
Yes.
do you say?
Kulot.
Kulot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kulot. So you're like the ultimate kulot girl.
Kulot queen, yes.
Yes, you're the kulot queen. So, I mean, speaking of kulot and like runs, is there any of your favorites, like your top favorite that you've ever done to date? And if you could sample.
Gosh. Favorite run? That's so
There's a
hard.
lot. There's a lot. I know.
Like going through my catalog.
Gosh.
I mean, the most recent ones that are fun and just so extra are the Bridge Over Troubled Water ones. But it's like, that song is like one big run. Like, I don't even know which part of it to do. I feel like the part I hear online a lot is troubled water.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That was my pre-show like mini version because I can't, gotta save the vocals.
Okay, oh my gosh. Yes, I feel like with your vocals, it's like I woke up like this. It's
No.
Oh my gosh.
I have to, I gotta do the warm-ups and stuff later, but
okay,
definitely,
that's
I don't just wake up and it happens. But
Oh my gosh, being very humble. But I mean, okay, speaking of favorites, is there a favorite lyric that you've ever written?
Ooh. I always go back to, I love like all the lyrics on my latest album, I think are really great. But I think as far as the one that surprises me, I guess I'll say that, is because I was so young when I wrote it. I was 18 years old and it was just me in my room. And I felt like I was almost talking to, it was almost like my younger self was sending a message to myself now, like my older self. And it's my song, Confetti. I feel like it was, I don't know, I'm like, how did I write those lyrics at 18 when I wasn't even necessarily, I didn't have the career that I have now. I was just starting out. So, but yeah, all the lyrics in that are great. But I think, I guess the chorus goes, people seem to think you'll be happier once you reach the top. You'll have it all, but I'm living for right now. Because what if tomorrow never comes? I'm not waiting for the confetti to fall. So it was like, I don't know, I think back, like, what were you going through at 18 to write that? But it seemed just like a message to my, older self, like, hey, a lot of stuff's going to happen, but make sure you stay grounded and don't wait for things to happen in order to be happy.
Okay, just so much wisdom from back then.
18-year-old Tori, I guess. Yeah.
It came through you. But I mean, speaking of wisdom, and I'm sure you've been given a lot of good advice throughout the years, what is that best piece of advice you've been given and something you'd want to share with the Monsters as well?
Oh, I feel like I want to say something super deep, but I don't. I can't think of anything right now. Something actually, and this is, I feel like I'm name dropping, but a really good piece of advice is something so cool that Ed Sheeran actually told me.
Yeah.
And he was just when it comes to like writing songs, and he was just like, I think I just asked him one day, and he was just like, as long as you yourself. So I guess this would be for all the musicians or music makers, but he was just like, if you make sure that you write songs where like you want to blast them in your car and you want to sing them in your car, because I think a lot of times as musicians, like, we can write stuff but things can get in our head and we're like, okay, I'm gonna make this song because these people over here want me to, or like whatever it is. There just can be a lot of things that get in the way. And so when he said that, I was like, oh, that seems so simple, but I needed to hear that in that moment. And honestly, I feel like that's what this album is for me. Like, I actually enjoy like blasting these songs in the car. So
and we enjoy it too.
Yeah.
But I mean, speaking of us, the Monsters, it is our anniversary month. It's actually our anniversary today. So very special.
Cool.
We get to spend it with you.
Yay.
If there's a message that you have for all of the Monsters that are currently locked in and celebrating our anniversary.
Yeah, well, happy. You said 1 year anniversary?
Or no? Many years. I'm not even
too
sure. It's definitely well over 20
Happy
years.
20-something anniversary. That's amazing. Yeah, and thanks for having me on. It's a special thing to be on. I love it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And yes, to all of the Monsters, we have spent a very, very special anniversary today. Thank you very much to the one and only Tori Kelly. Everyone, let's give it up. Woo! Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, and we will see you at the concert tonight.
Oh, great. You're
yes,
coming.
we'll be there
Awesome.
for sure. Yes.
See you there.
All right. Thank you so much, Monsters. This has been Kayla Rivera here on All Out. Bye.